All right. Welcome to the Cowboys Mosh channel. We're actually going to put the Cowboys back on the channel. The off season is finally coming to an end. Preseason Saturday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Cowboys Rams. So they practiced today. Dallas Cowboys YouTube. They just uploaded 3 videos. So all the credit, everything goes to them. This is just like the live reaction stuff. So fair use. Gonna turn them on right now, one video at a time, and I'll pause when I feel like it. Thank you all. Let's go Cowboys, America's team. Like, share, subscribe, all of that. And let's see where I want to start at. Training camp live, red zone rundown. Oh, no. I want to go to the learning. Let's see, which one of these? There's like 3 of them they uploaded. Is there a good one to start with? I guess they're all don't really matter, I don't think. Watch one at a time. Is there like one I should watch before the other? Good question. I've got them all here. I see you in the chat, my middle friend. Is that the one I'm going to give? Learning lesson? We'll do it.
Welcome back to a very special edition of Training Camp Live. It's the joint scrimmage with the Los Angeles Rams. Tommy Arsh alongside Isaiah Standback. Isaiah, you've been in 1 or 2 of these. Why is this so important for both sides ahead of a preseason game?
Yeah, well, we all know that it's not a secret that most teams don't play their starters when it comes to the preseason games, even more so when they limited it down to 3 games. So this is the preseason for the starters. These guys will get majority of the reps today. So this is the only time throughout all the training camp outside of your own team that you get to see what your team looks like versus competition.
And now let's go ahead and see what the Cowboys defense looks like against the Rams starting offense. It's Jimmy Garoppolo in at quarterback today. Matthew Stafford nursing an injury as he flipped it out to Puka Nacua on that play. He was chased down along the near sideline there and escorted out of bounds. This receiving talent for the Rams is one of the best in the league. You've got Puka Nacua and then Devontae Adams, who has been on top of the wide receiver rankings for quite some time in his NFL career.
Yeah, and then there's a dude in the middle by the name of Tyler Higbee. Can't forget about him at the tight end position. They have a nice little 3-headed monster on the offensive prowess, plus Kyron Williams in the backfield who just got paid. These guys are an offensive powerhouse. They're going to have a great opportunity to go out here and try to get some stops. As you see Devontae Adams right there with a big catch.
There is the all-pro Adams. Good pocket there for Jimmy Garoppolo, and Adams just finding the soft spot in the.
I had no idea Devontae Adams went to the Rams, and yeah, the Rams lost Cooper Kupp. Where did that guy go? Yeah, I got to catch up. Fantasy football, I'll catch up on all that.
Cowboys defense to set down and make the grab, and some respect shown there between him and Durant Bland.
Yeah, as we look out here, we know there's been a number of injuries on the Dallas Cowboys front, so you got.
What's happening, Mr. Gutrot? Cheers to you. This is Cowboys Nation time right now, so I'll have to catch you. As far as just random chit-chat, I'll have to catch you on another side. But, yeah, football is back. I'm a big fan. Are you a fan of who's your team? Type it in the chat.
Kyer Elam, who's been having a really good training camp to date. And you got Andrew Booth over there on the opposing side. These guys are going to have some chances to go against Tutu Atwell, Devontae Adams, and Puka Nacua.
Short carry that time for Blake Corum, the second-year man out of Michigan. Now we'll see some rotation in this cornerback room. Elijah Clark came on. Hall checking in. There's Leofau in at linebacker. You saw Elam there playing outside and Bland in the slot on that offensive formation for the Rams. Adams comes back out onto the field.
Take a look and see what Sam Williams is going to do over here on the end. Play one opposite of him. Looks like they're working on some high percentage plays, a little bit of play action. but I'm really paying attention, a lot of attention to our defensive end position. That room has gotten a lot of depth over the last year. And these guys have an opportunity to go out there and see exactly what their moves are like versus guys that they're not facing every single day. It's a nice little self-check, a little checkpoint for these guys on the defense side of the ball.
That time is Tutu Atwell with the catch and run as the second group for the Rams offense comes in. This is Stetson Bennett at quarterback, the two-time national champion at Georgia. Give up the middle and just got tripped up there at the line of scrimmage, looked like.
Yeah, it had a little bit of a hole as well. So that's another thing, right? As we talk about this Dallas Cowboys defense, the one thing that's really kind of been a thorn in their side has been the interior defensive line and the ability to stop the opposing running attack. That's something that you're going to have a great idea of what you look like coming out of this practice today. Are you satisfied with what you have there, or do you need to shore some things up?
That time Perrion Winfrey and on the play there in the middle. Damone Clark and Shamar James at that next level at linebacker. On play action. Bennett looking, fires, and it is incomplete. Went through the legs.
Yeah, what was our defense on that play? I mean, guess we're lucky it was a bad pass or a bad catch, whatever. But yeah, we didn't have no defensive guys there at all, really. What's going on?
There of number 19, Xavier Smith. Keemon Hall was there late.
Our defensive back room just got checked by the sideline referee.
They are not messing around in a practice either. So Bennett back at quarterback under center. Buddy Johnson joining the linebacker group. Robert Rochelle on one side, Troy Pride on the other at corner.
I like this linebacker lineup that we have. Shamar James, Buddy Johnson, Damone Clark.
Nice play there in the backfield for the Cowboys defense up front. Looked like that was Damone Clark getting there first on the rookie Jarquez Hunter.
I threw that one as an alley-oop for you there. Damone Clark taking care of business. Again, that second level, that linebacker room is another room that they really address in terms of the depth. Last year, we obviously seen that it got a little bit of slim pickings back there. Now that room was full of guys that can go out there and tackle, get guys to the ground.
And just think when we get Overshown back to all those guys, yeah, we're gonna have some depth.
Highly competitive group that you're going to need to pay attention to come to preseason.
And now the starting offense back out there for the Rams. Garoppolo back in at quarterback. Kyron Williams in the backfield off play action. Garoppolo on the out route, and it's perfectly placed for Tutu Atwell. Andrew Booth there in coverage for the Cowboys. Can't get there in time.
No, they had a pocket. They had time to sit back.
Yeah, are y'all feeling what I'm saying? Like, hey, can someone push Mr. Cool, man? Yo, number 27. You're in the camera view, man. Move it, bro.
Back there, surveyed what the defense was doing, saw exactly what the coverage is. He got his shoulders turned to the sideline. That is the big no-no, obviously, in the NFL. Tutu Atwell was able to get out of the break without any defense anywhere near him.
Andrew Booth got some dap from Rams head coach Sean McVay on that play. This time, Atwell and Devontae Adams lined up on the same side. Troy Pride outside corner, Deron Bland in the slot here for the Cowboys defense. Nakua comes in motion. They give it to him on the jet sweep. Jack Sanborn would have been there first, and then Donovan Wilson comes in and lays the hammer.
You like to see that. What you saw in that play there was Jack Sanborn really.
What's up, Robert? It's football time, so I ain't doing random chit-chat, but go Cowboys. And if who's your team, by the way, man? It's that time. Football's back.
He came on the outside, forced the play back into the interior. When he came back to the inside, he had to cut it vertical where all the pressure was coming from. That's when big Shamar James was able to come in there and get the punch.
All right, this time at corner, Kyer Elam on the outside, Deron Bland on the outside, Marquise Bell at high safety. Malik Hooker inching up, showing blitz here there on the left side. So handoff to Corum. Maris Leofau was there on the tackle.
Really good job by Malik Hooker there. Again, it doesn't look like much. It looks like it's kind of just a bunch of guys running into each other. But what Malik Hooker did was he was able to force and take away the outside. These guys are doing a good job with leverage, forcing all these guys to cut back inside to where their defensive help is coming from. That's going to create a lot of turnovers come the real games.
Up front on the defensive line, Sam Williams, Jay Toia, Mozzie Smith.
See, Robert, I would be against you because I'm not talking about I'm Cowboys and you are those other teams. I am. If your team moves, whatever you back your team. Yeah, you don't pick no new teams. Yeah.
And opposite side, I can't tell who that is at the moment. We'll try to figure that part out. Here they come, Garoppolo on play action, looking for Devontae Adams, and he's got it right into your living room. Damone Clark closing in there late on the coverage. Good ball placement from Garoppolo and the All-Pro.
Yeah, who did we have covering him right there? It's like, where's our I don't understand we need some our Dallas Cowboys got a lot of cornerbacks injured right now, and it's like Devontae Adams. I mean, yeah, wow. We got no one back over there covering him.
Makes the grab as
that was one
Sean
heck of a route.
having a word with the side judge. It was defensive pass interference.
I think I saw McVay just slide the referee at 20. I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. No, heck of a post corner route. Post corner route by Devontae Adams did a great job. We know that he is a route specialist. It's going to be good work for these guys going against one of the best route runners in the league.
Stetson Bennett back in at quarterback with the next unit for the Rams. Drake Stoops in motion as they hand off to the rookie Hunter, who has a nice lane and finally gets brought down at the following level by Mike Smith. And that explosion you hear on the other side is
Jalen
Brooks for the Cowboys offense going deep. I believe that was from Joe Milton. So that's going to get everybody fired up on the other side of the field as we get ready for Stetson Bennett to take another snap here with the Rams offense. Off play action. Bennett has time, throws, and it is incomplete. A flag comes in late. It's going to be pass interference against the Cowboys. That was Bruce Harmon in coverage with maybe a little too much contact.
A little bit too much contact at the top of the route. Well, one thing that I'm seeing that I'm not necessarily liking right now is the ability for these quarterbacks of the Rams to sit back there with really any pressure on them and really be able to evaluate what the defense is doing and deliver the ball. Got to listen to some pressure.
I'll tell you what, David Overstreet.
Yeah, well said there. Way too much time. Throw the ball there. Oh, yeah, Robert. Yeah, I would be upset as well.
The Cowboys cornerbacks coach is not happy with that call on the far sideline. He'll let everybody know about it. As Bennett hands off, nothing going that time for Hunter. Darius Harris in there on the tackle. I beg your pardon. It was not Hunter that time on the carry. It was Ronnie Rivers.
So far, the run defense looks pretty doggone good. Especially when you take into account some of the things that we've seen over the past years. You've seen a lot of the guys are playing to their leverage. Guys are really being lane disciplined. Now it's just a matter of trying to get in the backfield whenever he's on passing downs and try to take away these guys' ability to get down the field for some of these deeper routes.
Now it looks like the starters coming back on for both sides. Sean McVay and Matt Eberflus having a word respectively with their separate huddles. Matt Eberflus back as the Cowboys defensive coordinator. Sean McVay has ingrained himself well in Los Angeles, won a Super Bowl with the Rams.
You got Kenneth Murray, Jack Sanborn at linebacker position right now, two of the new additions to this Dallas Cowboys defense.
Garoppolo going through his reads over the middle, and it's complete to Tyler Higbee. Jack Sanborn nearly picked that one off. I don't know how he didn't get it, but Garoppolo able to fit it through, and Higbee comes down with the grab.
I didn't know Garoppolo still had a little can.
Almost INT. Do I need to rewind a second? I didn't see that at all. I could rewind it here. Let's see. I didn't see that.
I don't know how he didn't get it.
No, go a little farther.
Additions to this Dallas Cowboys defense.
Garoppolo going through his read.
Okay, the guy, just flew right by it.
Over the middle, and it's complete to Tyler Higbee. Jack Sanborn nearly picked that one off. I don't know how he didn't get it, but Garoppolo able to fit it through, and Higbee comes down with the grab.
I didn't know Garoppolo still had a little cannon on him. He was able to fit that in there in between three guys. Nice job sitting in the zone. Almost making the play is not as good as making the play, so he was able to get a completion on that one. We talk about trying to get some pressure as you look at right now on the.
Hell, I didn't even know Jimmy Garoppolo was on the Rams. Wow. Fuck the Niners.
Interior defensive line, we got Oso Odigizua, Mozzie Smith. At the defensive end position, we got Marshawn Nealon at one end, Sam Williams at the other.
Sam Williams is a guy who definitely could use these practices after missing last season with an ACL tear. You see him lined up there on the left side as Garoppolo goes to Devontae Adams. Kyer Elam quickly there to prevent him from going any further. And the other good benefit for this Cowboys defense is they're going up against one of the better play callers in the league, too, and Sean McVay, a guy that Brian Schottenheimer certainly respects. And his coaching tree right now in the NFL is as good as anybody's.
Yeah, absolutely. And this film that you're going to gather from today's practice is invaluable. These are different.
Yeah, Robert, it's like I'll follow my team, obviously, but all the other teams, yeah, it's like fantasy football. And, I catch up. I catch up fast.
Route concepts, different personnel groupings, different formations, motion shifts. These things are all different than what you've been facing in the last few weeks at training camp against your own guys.
There's Kyron Williams with a shifty move up front. Marquise Bell there to make the tackle on the newly paid running back. Just got a 3-year.
Hell, after week 1, unless somebody's injured, it's like you know where they're at just because of all the replays. Yeah.
$33 million extension with the Rams.
So his contract's almost as big as yours.
I wish. Back-to-back 1,100-yard rushing seasons, 10-plus rushing touchdowns.
Now, you see that number 41 on your screen right now. That's somebody I've been waiting to see versus another look, another offense. That's Donovan Ezeraku, this year's second-round pick for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see if he can make anything happen on this versus their outside tackle.
You'll see him up against Rob Havenstein there on the outside. Higbee goes out. Ezeraku just goes right into him as Garoppolo sails it over Nakua, and it's incomplete.
Right on, man. Prime time. Yep, the good old days. We still waiting. We're still waiting to get back. Yep.
Yeah, that time he tried the one-hand bull rush. Just went right down the middle of his chest plate. Let's see if he changed it up at all on his next pass.
Now Stetson Bennett getting ready to lead the second unit back out there.
They moved the ball back, moved over to the left hash. See what personnel they're coming out in. Looks like they're in 11 personnel.
Ezeraku lined up on the right side of the defensive line now, going up against A.J. Arcuri, the left tackle on this rep. Nothing going that time as Bennett completes to Jordan Whittington as Damone Clark closes in, the wide receiver out of Texas.
And Whittington is somebody who took advantage of these practices last year. He had a good showing versus the Cowboys in the joint practice, and then he carried it over to the game on Saturday last year where he absolutely went off against our defense. I'm sure somebody that they definitely have circled down. Might not have circled down.
How you doing, Mr. DB? I myself am very happy that football is basically back. Preseason for my Cowboys Saturday night against the Rams, 7 p.m. Eastern. How you doing, DB? Good to see you, man.
Last year, but they know who he is this year. Israel Mukwamu at the cornerback position.
Marquise Bell lined up a little bit inside. Now you'll see him back up into his safety spot and then inches back forward, getting the tight end in the flat. There's a would-be sack, I think, for Tyrus Wheat. As Bennett completes short, Maris Leofau would have been there on the tackle. Xavier Smith with the catch for the Rams.
And I don't think that's the only time that you're going to hear Tyrus Wheat's name. Seemingly every year when I'm in the booth doing the color commentary for the preseason for the Dallas Cowboys, Tyrus Wheat always shows up in a major way in these games and takes full advantage. Now he's trying to get to the point where he can not only make an impact in the preseason, but get himself a solid roster spot to work in through this depth chart.
He's made some plays already so far through camp, practices earlier. Handoff up the middle here. Not much going there for the rookie Hunter.
No, it's very encouraging. Very encouraging to see the Dallas defense right now. Not only just the front. We hear a lot about the front when we talk about run defense, but these guys, the front seven is seemingly hogging up a lot of holes, making it difficult for their nice running back depth chart that they have over there on that side of the ball to find any running lanes.
Hunter, one of the better running backs in the SEC a season ago in his last year at Auburn. As Blake Corum checks back in, and obviously he had a legendary career at the University of Michigan. Bennett looking to throw here, going outside, and it is caught in contested coverage by Kanata Mumpfield, another rookie. He's out of Pitt. Looks like that was Robert Rochelle in on the coverage. Just couldn't break that one up.
No. This is all good work.
Come back in. Sorry, Isaiah.
No, it's good. This is all good work, man. All good work. I know a lot of times you want to see your defense come out and just make stops all the time, but this is all teach tape. All teach tape. Both teams are getting very important reps out here. Now you got Devontae Adams in the slot. There's no defensive back over him, so they're in a base defense. The only person that's over him is going to be Donovan Wilson. Linebacker might shuffle out to him, but you know they're playing zone. Break on it. It's a good job.
Andrew Booth and Shamar James getting there in a hurry as Garoppolo hits it to Adams on the quick out. And interesting.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Backrobes? Go Cowboys. Go Cowboys.
To note, they're taking a rep with the first team was free agent James Houston, who had a successful workout with the Cowboys last week and was added as a depth piece at defensive end. Just one snap, but still getting in there as Dante Fowler checks in on one side, Marshawn Nealon on the other with Solomon Thomas in the middle. Sam Williams lined up extra outside as well, as Garoppolo has plenty of time to throw, and Devontae Adams makes the grab on Andrew Booth.
Yeah, that's one play that Booth's not going to.
Obviously, I expect Devontae Adams just to he should totally be winning battles. Who? Booth? What? I guess we have a Bland on the other guy, Buka. Wow. Definitely weak with the injuries we got.
I don't want to look run back. Booth got turned around on that one. That was a welcome to the NFL moment. Maybe 1 year too late for Andrew Booth on that one. But again, when you're going against one of the best route runners that this game has, whether it works in your favor or it doesn't work in your favor, you get to learn something from it, right?
That is one that you will certainly learn from if you are Andrew Booth, and that's also the benefit of playing against one of the better receivers, not just in the league now, but I think it's fair to say of this generation, in Devontae Adams, in terms of how good of a technician he is.
Yeah, he makes it look pretty easy.
Garoppolo in the shotgun this time. Corum lined up to his right. High snap, and on the draw, Corum gets it. Jack Sanborn flies in there quickly. And Kyer Elam with a shove there at the end.
There might have been a little frustration shove from the previous play.
Hello there, Jasper. Good to see you. Just watching some of the uploads from the Dallas Cowboys on YouTube. This video is almost done, and we got two more to get. Actually, two more Dallas Cowboys videos to go. And then there's a random fan. I'll probably watch his video too. Here we go.
That's probably one of the larger running gaps that they've seen today's practice. Right now on the defensive front, you're getting a lot of different looks. You know, Coach Eberflus, who come in here obviously from Chicago as a head coach, he's a defensive genius, respected well around the league. He has a lot of guys that he's rotating through this defensive front right now to get different looks, different combinations of players. Dante Fowler Jr., Osa Odigizua, Turner, down up in Ezeraku.
That time, Whittington cuts across the middle of the field and makes the grab for a solid gain.
That's one of the things that you love about this team. You hear Coach Schottenheimer all the time. You hear this word competition all the time. You hear about the culture change. These guys are actually getting rewarded for doing well in practice, and they're getting an opportunity to work up the depth chart.
All right, and that'll do it for this segment of Training Camp Live. Appreciate.
Cool, big ups. So I'll go to one of the other videos. Let's see. Red Zone Rundown. Or I got the end of game scenarios, which I guess they're both the same. In game scenarios or Red Zone Rundown. Red Zone. We'll do it next. Let me see. All right.
It's a special edition of Training Camp Live presented by American Airlines alongside Super Bowl champion Isaiah Stanback. I'm Kyle Yeomans. The Rams are in town. That means there are extra Training Camp Lives. Let's go to the tail end of some team drills here. We're about to get into red zone work, Isaiah. You were on another episode of this today with Tommy Yarish with the Cowboys defense. This is the Cowboys offense. Will Greer thought about letting it go deep, but got hit from behind, dumps it off to Jaden Blue. What have you seen so far out of this Cowboys offense?
So far, Kyle, if I'm being 100 with you right now, the offensive line, is having their hands full right now. They obviously have Verse out there opposing them. They got Ernest Young. These guys have a solid front seven that these guys are going to be challenged by. We have a little bit of couple injuries.
Yeah, ESPN is going to have NFL Network in the red zone. Yeah, so yeah, people making their money, doing their thing. Yep.
Obviously on the offensive line, guys have to step up, but these are all great reps. The time that Dak and company has had opportunity to actually sit back with time, they've delivered some balls for some big completions.
Awesome Richards is the left tackle here. This is the second team offensive line against the second string defense for the Rams. Another play action bootleg, Greer in the flat to Princeton Fant. That's Bull getting in on the action. Cowboys have utilized their tight ends. Ferguson with a nice grab early in team drills. Those wide receivers have been active. CeeDee Lamb has seen a couple of good grabs as well. But like you said, the offensive line is really where it starts, where you want to see a tick forward for that Cowboys team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, this is being a team that wants to establish a run game. You have to be able to create some running lanes. And what we're seeing right now, the Rams, these guys are coming out in these wide nine techniques. They're doing a lot of what Mike Zimmer used to do as far as walking those linebackers up into the A gaps, where it makes it really challenging to figure out what your assignment is going to be. These guys have to just start moving some guys out the way.
Oh, that's a free play. Hard count from Greer. Got a defender to jump off sides on the opposite end from the Rams.
You know who was mad about that one?
Who's that?
Mingo. Jonathan Mingo. Yeah, he had man-to-man on that one. He was hoping that play actually played through. He would have had a nice opportunity on a nice seam route versus cover one.
That was Keir Thomas, who was the guilty party jumping offside for the Rams. Rams have had a lot of young talent added to their roster over the last few drafts. Of course, we talked about what they did with Jared Verse last year, but some of the guys they've even added in past years have looked good. Ty Hamilton has had a good camp so far for the Rams. Chris Paul Jr., the linebacker out of Memphis, has had a good camp. He was a Shrine Bowl guy. You got to call the.
Didn't look like we did anything on that little run, but imagine if that quarterback if he would have kept it. Wow, it was like no one over there to follow him.
The Shrine Bowl with them. They've got plenty of talent out of their draft class, just like Dallas is excited about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why you do these practices, these joint practices, scrimmages, whatever you want to refer to them as. You have an opportunity to really see where your guys are compared to the other guys in the league. It's one thing to compete against other professionals that are within your team, but it's a whole nother deal when you come out against different schemes, personnel groupings, and personnel when you're playing against opposing teams.
Here goes Greer again. Plenty of time this time. Finds Jalen Brooks, who had a long touchdown grab early in camp, or early in the practice, I should say.
That's another big completion, and the reason why that he's able to happen is because you guys are actually protecting on that one. You want to see this offensive line continue to gel and come together as one. Well, obviously, you're rotating your ones, you're rotating your twos. You have to try to find some continuity out here, regardless of what lineup is out there.
Flanoy, Brooks, Cropper are the receivers with Jaden Blue and Princeton Fant in the formation. Excuse me, that's Rivaldo Fairweather on the opposite side. Had a guy open. Flanoy had his man beat, but the pocket collapses. Greer had to escape.
Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys are winning their one-on-one matchups whenever they get that single high safety. You just got to make sure you have enough protection and have time to get it to them.
Let's get into a little bit of red zone work, shall we?
I'm all about that, Kyle. Things get tighter in the red zone. Less time to get the ball off, smaller windows. Decisions have to be made faster in the red zone. That's what they're going to be trying to work on right now.
Like you said, less time to get things rolling.
Okay, we got Dak here. Let's see what happens.
But we're getting rolling here in some red zone work. The first team is up. Dak Prescott under center, and then Javonte Williams gets the handoff. He was listed as the first team running back on the unofficial depth chart that was released today. Good to see him. Change of direction, working back outside.
Had some laundry on the field. I think that one would have came back, some kind of holding call out there when he reversed fields. But, again, he had to avoid somebody in that backfield. The Rams defensive line, and unfortunately, is getting some action and on the wrong side of the line of scrimmage for us right now.
4 of the 5 starting offensive linemen in the fold. Tyler Smith back at practice today. Cooper Beebe at center. Tyler Booker at right guard, and then Terrence Steele at right tackle. The left tackle is Nate Thomas. CD, George Pickens, both in the fold. They go right back to the ground. This time it's Jaden Blue. And Blue goes all the way to the ground. Puna Ford on top.
That's a big fella in the middle.
Ford,
yeah, he's one of the more respected interior defensive linemen in the league. It's good work for Booker and Party. They just go out there and get these reps. You know, a big young rookie, first-round draft pick, Tyler Booker. You want to see how he can handle some of these bigger guys that are known and well-respected in the defense.
Ford has been around the league a couple years in a row. You talk about guys like him and then Kobe Turner up on that defensive line. They drafted Ty Hamilton out of Ohio State, and then Jared Verse, of course, the defensive rookie of the year last year. Prescott, quick slant, quick release. There's Jonathan Mingo for the score.
Mingo getting one from Dak. Nice to see there. That was a quickie, too.
Coverage was Kobe Durant.
Yeah, and the thing is, we just talked about it in the last segment there. When the Dallas Cowboys receivers have lined up against the DBs of the Rams versus man-to-man coverage and the quarterbacks actually have time, they have been winning their one-on-one matchups, doing a great job of being patient at the line of scrimmage, using their release in terms of their footwork, their hands, get the hands off them, and they're winning their routes and getting big plays.
And that's not just CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. I mean, that's pretty much across the board in the wide receiver room.
Talking about George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, these guys are out here in a twin set on the left side, seemingly versus man-to-man.
Dak looks to his right, has time, back of the end zone, far too long for anybody to get there. May have just been getting rid of it at that point.
Yeah.
A couple of words shared back and forth. Looks like Byron Young wasn't happy with something on the Cowboys side.
And that makes it difficult for Dak as well. Whenever you come out and you see that you have man-to-man coverage in the red zone, you know that you have a safety on Ferguson, but you also know that you have the first or second, cornerbacks on CD or George Pickens. Which direction do you go?
And normally I would want to look that direction first, but it opens things up. That's the thing. He is going to look that direction this time. Back of the end zone. Pickens up. Does not come down with it. There were not any feet in bound for 30.
Oh, man, I was raising my hand early, man. What are you doing there, Pickens? Let me rewind and see if I can see that again.
Or second, cornerbacks on CD or George Pickens. Which direction do you go?
And normally I would want to look that direction first, but it opens things up. That's the thing. He is going to look that direction this time. Back of the end zone. Pickens.
Oh, wow. Right there, looks like an INT. Damn. Good defense, I guess. Wow.
Up. Does not come down with it. There were not any feet in bound for 37, so that's unfortunate. Quentin Lake. And there was also a flag at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get any sort of call from the back of the end zone. And then called it a touchdown. Interesting.
We'll take those.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, you take those. It's okay. There's no instant replay in practice. We'll take it. He called.
They're calling that a touchdown for us. Let me just go on to the next play. Yeah. Boy, I didn't see that. It looked like an INT there from what I've seen. Should I go look one more time?
Direction this time. Back of the end zone. Pickens up. Does not come down with it. There were not any feet in bound for 37, so that's
I'm going to say the ref's seen him. Touchdown. Okay.
Quentin Lake. And there was also a flag at the line of scrimmage.
Hello there, Mike.
Didn't get any sort of call from the back of the end zone. And then called it a touchdown. Interesting.
We'll take those.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, you take those. It's okay. There's no instant replay in practice. We'll take it. He called it a touchdown. It's a touchdown, Kyle. Don't you question this referee.
There's not a whole lot of.
They are professionals,
They
Kyle.
are professionals. There wasn't a whole lot of control in that one. Not going to lie to you.
All you need is get those two big toes down.
He did. Pickens got both feet down.
That's all
Lake
that matters.
did not. And now it's on to the twos. Will Greer taking the second team snaps. Keep that in mind. No Joe Milton with the second team in red zone.
Hello there, Pink.
That's a good job. I mean, Hunter Lipke didn't get touched until he got down to the 2-yard line. That was really good hole made by the offensive line. That's what you would like to see get established today. This is going to be a run-first team. You want to see them be dominant, not just have occasional success. You want to see them be dominant on the offensive line so that you can eventually get to some of those bigger passes that you like to get to in your playbook.
TJ Bass out there for the Cowboys on the offensive line, along with Hakeem Adeniji at left tackle. Greer under center. Going to see a lot of good work for the second team as they get ramped up for Saturday's game against this very same Rams roster. And Jaden Blue goes to the ground. How excited do you think these running backs are to actually get to the point where they are being tackled and they've got a chance to show what they really have?
Very excited. I mean, it's one thing to thud up and, when you're in shells or even if you're in full pads and it's your own guys, you're not going to the ground. Running backs need to know what plays they can and can't get out of. So when you start going to the ground, you have a good idea. Did I break that tackle really? Right. And mentally you start being allowed to build confidence.
Little extra pressure brought by the Rams.
Nice cut.
Blue maneuvers around the early pressure in the backfield and then bursts through the hole, picking up at least positive yardage there.
Yeah, and I've been on record saying that Blue has had some of the best vision and patience from that running back group in training camps so far. Even though he is the fastest one back there, he's still showing that patience as if he's a veteran. That's going to pay dividends for him, especially when this preseason comes around. You can expect to see some big plays, not only because of his speed, but because of his ability to sit and let plays really open up for him.
If you're going to have success, you need to be able to run between the tackles in the NFL, and Blue showing that early. First team back up and rolling here in red zone action. One of 3 editions of Training Camp Live that we'll have for you today. Joint practice between the Cowboys and the Rams. Isaiah Stanback, alongside myself, Kyle Yeomans. Presented by American Airlines, as always. Williams to the left hip of Dak Prescott out in the shotgun. Dak wants to loft it up back in zone. And there's Pickens, but they're going to call offensive pass interference. He pushed off.
And it wasn't necessary. He did a good job of getting to the outside. He had room in the upper right-hand corner of the end zone.
Penalty or not, great pass right there and great catch. Yes, totally. I'm still here. I needed 1 second to this. Let's see here. Okay, I had to message that person real quick.
Which is a little extra shove. So the play will get called back, but it wasn't necessary. He could have had the same success on the play without the shove.
It was a good throw, back pylon.
Perfect
Dak
throw.
Put it on the money, and
no huddle though. We're back on the line of scrimmage. No time to think
right
about
back
it.
Up to it.
Pickens and CD on the same side again. With same situation we talked about earlier. This time you have all 3 guys to the same side.
Now it's play action. Can Tolbert go to it? Not this time.
See, and unlike the last play where George Pickens did a good job of holding what we call the red line, allowing him to keep that little 3 to 5 yard window towards the sideline so Dak could fade the ball, Tolbert kind of faded his route early. So when the ball was thrown to the upper left-hand corner, he was already almost out of bounds.
And that was Witherspoon in coverage at that point.
Yeah, he's kind of good.
He's played really well.
He's pretty well.
So 0 for 2 on this drill by the offense is Pickens and Lamb.
So I'm guessing this is 3rd down. Let's see what we're going to do here.
Both check out. Hunter Lipke checks in. Dak's still at quarterback. Mingo, Luke Schoonmaker, and Tolbert are the receivers in the formation.
Shift to the front.
This is from about the 5 yard line. They go back to Lipke.
Got him.
Lipke's getting a lot of these red zone touches, and he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he gets the touches and turns them into touchdowns.
They don't really do full tackles from what I've seen. I don't know. Well, yeah, they kind of do. That's a good question. Yeah. Was that really a touchdown? Hey, we're going for it. It looked good. I'm going to say it was.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so that is Terrence Steele, Luke Schoonmaker pushing and shoving.
Why is it always
The
a little
conversation
guy?
is it's with Kendrick, the corner from the Rams.
You know, Kyle,
Nobody's thrown a punch yet. That's what you're trying to
no
avoid.
punches thrown. I mean, shout out to the O-line for the Dallas Cowboys, but it's always them little cats that always want to start the fights, man. Little Darian Kendrick,
It's
cornerback
easy
for the
for
Rams.
you to
wanna
say.
start
You're 6'4", 220.
Yeah, but he want to grab Schoonmaker. He's about 117 ounces. He wants to grab Schoonmaker from behind. Go face to face. You know, I know there's no fighting, but come on now.
Did you say 117
He's about
ounces?
Yeah, ounces. It's always the little guys that want to start the fight. So now he's back on the field. I want to see who lines up against him. It looks like the ones are back out there. I hope they go right at him.
Kendrick is he's at the goal line. He's wearing the number 1 in blue.
Yes, he is.
Officially listed by Isaiah Stanback as 117 ounces on the outside.
That's official.
It's official measurement from the Stanback scale.
So we got Tolbert, CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, that's all ones back out there. Steele, offensive line, all back there. Tyler Smith back at left guard as well.
You got man-to-man over here.
Prescott scans
Come back.
left, had to throw it in the ground. Did you think he had a look there? There was a flag at the line of scrimmage. Full start on the offense is the call. So somebody jumped.
So far, we've failed from what I've seen. No, we didn't do that. Yeah. Penalty. Yeah, didn't catch.
early.
Yeah, that negates anything that you wanted to do, but some of those play action plays could take a little bit longer if you don't.
Oh, well, we had the running back. We did have the running back running in for the touchdown. My bad. Never mind.
Have your first look really there at times on a play action plays down here in the red zone. Oftentimes, the quarterback has to try to buy some more time and create a time for him to get to his second guy.
Pickens, Lamb, and Tolbert with Ferguson and Williams, and they're going empty backfield. 5 wide, including the running back and tight end.
Nothing.
Prescott rolling, trying to get away. Got it off the fingertips of Lamb, and there was a flag.
Yeah, it's going to be OPI on CD.
Another push off on his part.
Another push off. I think the Rams won that series versus the ones, unfortunately.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah, we had the one handoff for the run. Yeah, we were terrible there.
It's gone back and forth on this field. The defensive field has been kind of back and forth as well.
But you need to see this because this is the only full speed reps. Not all the way full speed because you're not supposed to tackle.
Sure.
I'll put that in quotations. The full speed reps that you'll get prior to playing the Philadelphia Eagles on opening night. So you need to know where you stand today so that you can prepare over the next month.
Little read option there from Will Greer. Gets behind Rivaldo Fairweather, who scared up a defender, and they're going to keep going.
That's what I'm talking about, Fairweather.
Fairweather right on top. Continuing to push past the whistle with Cam Lampkin.
Look. And
Fairweather is a rookie here.
And the one person who started is going backwards. You see what I'm talking about, Kyle?
Nah, he's all the way in the back of the end zone.
It's
Cam
always
Lampkin.
the guys that started are usually the smallest guys on the field, and they usually back away when all the other guys come into it. But there hasn't been a fight yet, though, Kyle. Just shoving.
Just pushing and
We're
shoving.
still staying within the parameters of Coach Schottenheimer's rules.
And I think that's some of this you like. You like some of that
I love
nastiness.
it. I love it. We used to have some brawls. It's not recommended. It's not what
say,
they want
you-
anymore.
You're setting a bad example.
No,
there.
I know. It's just you got to hold your own, Kyle. You can't let anybody else push you around.
So here's Greer back in the shotgun again.
Man to man again.
Greer
Got him.
backing up, has to loft it up. There is Flanoy, but he's out of bounds. Ryan Flanoy caught by a cable as he works to the ambulance side.
And it's a really good play, right? But the thing is, you have two guys that are on the left side, all really running a quote-unquote, screen per se, and you're expecting Flournoy to come all the way from the opposing side to the corner in the end zone. It takes a lot of time. A lot of things have to go right.
Great crowd on hand here for the joint practice. 2 full hours of practice between the Rams and the Cowboys. Here goes Greer again. One tight end, one running back. Brooks on the outside. Right up the middle they go in the ground game. Couple guys on the ground, though. Good stuff there from the Rams defense to get up there.
Rams defense won that period, unfortunately. But it's good for the Cowboys. They need to see it.
And that's the thing. Like you said, these are reps that are going to build as time goes on, and you're going to build off of the film here.
Yep.
You're going to take it right back to the drawing board as training camp continues, and then you got a game coming.
All right, I think that's it for that video. So the next one, Cowboys Rams training scrimmage. Okay. Takeaways, live question and answer. Okay, we'll do that video next. Oh, no. That's what CFO had. No, we're gonna go to the another one in end of game scenarios versus Rams. Cowboys Rams. Okay. Well, it's our defense, I guess. We'll see, because our offense sucked. We didn't do anything. I was pretty depressing. Okay, 13-minute video. Let's go. Which one is it? End of game. Okay.
Welcome into another edition of Training Camp Live presented by American Airlines. As joint practice between the Cowboys and the Rams roll on alongside Nicole Hutchison. I'm Kyle Yeomans. Let's quickly get out here because Dak Prescott is back in the pocket. He's going to take off and scramble. And we've seen that a couple times through camp. He looks good, that hamstring intact, and he's not afraid to take off and run when he needs it the most.
Yeah, I mean, he did tell us that he feels his best right now. He feels healthy. So you do love when Dak is able to use his mobility, but I mean, also you want guys to get open, his receivers. So we hope to see a lot of that.
So this is a move the ball drill. We've seen a lot of the red zone for the Cowboys offense. We saw some early down and distance scenarios for the Cowboys defense. This is legit move the ball with first down and 10 scenarios. And this is a call it period where the offensive play caller, Brian Schottenheimer, is calling it against the defensive play caller from the Rams. This one overshoots Luke Schoom.
You know, what's going on there, Dak? Basically an INT. Wow. That was just bad.
Maker nearly an interception on the back end by Quentin Lake.
Yeah, I mean, you love that seam route that Dak loves with his tight ends, but that was a hell of a protection from this offensive line. We hadn't seen much of that all practice so far, so I want to give kudos to that offensive line for holding up time for Dak.
That's the California native, and Quentin Lake has been a California native all the way through.
Oh, that makes it even sound worse. If they actually gave him all the time in the world to throw that, and it was almost a pick. Maybe it was great defense, but yeah. I can see if he rushed it because, yeah, the line wasn't holding up, but the line was holding up. Wow.
LA product, 26-year-old, drops the interception as Schoonmaker was the intended target. Now it's Dak Prescott back in the shotgun again. He'll give it on the sweep. Or excuse me, that was just a handoff to Williams. He plows through a couple defenders. Remember, just thudding up here, but he gave Cameron Kitchens a little extra oomph there.
Yeah, that's why they brought him in here. He's got that power when he runs, and that's what you need, obviously, from this running back room. Some of these guys have kind of had some struggles, but Javonte Williams certainly standing out today.
What have you seen so far through these offensive periods? I mean, the offensive line has struggled at times, but we've still seen these wide receivers have some success.
Yeah, I mean, but it's kudos to this Rams defense. I mean, they're giving them multiple different looks, 3-down linemen sometimes bringing their linebackers to the line and helping as well. So it's kind of confusing a little bit, but, I mean, you're starting to see Dak and this offensive line start communicating a lot better for these guys to start picking up things that they throw out.
Jared Verse out there. He's rushing against Nate Thomas. He does get around him. That would have been a sack and an interception. Jumping in front of that is Nick Hampton.
So yeah, a sack and an interception. Well, it would have been a sack. He wouldn't have been able to throw that.
Former Appalachian State product picking off Dak, but that play would have been dead long before.
Man, I mean, you never know when the heck they're going to bring those blitzes. They're coming from everywhere, whether it's corners, linebackers, you never really know, but they're doing a good job of disguising those. So hell of a play from the defense.
No, I didn't get to see that from our defense at all.
It's from the Rams.
Verse just had a little shimmy inside and then broke to the outside. Nate Thomas couldn't adjust, and Verse would have been on top of Dak Prescott by the time that play was blown dead. See what happens here. CD Lamb outside, lining things up. Little motion there from Ferguson. Prescott has the bootleg out to his right, and he dumps it off to Pickens in the flat, and he's pushed out of bounds around the 10-yard line. Now, once this period's over, we'll go into some 2-minute drill, and that will be end-of-game scenario. Got about 3 minutes remaining here in this portion as the twos step back up. Ferguson walking off the field here as the Will Greer-led second string gets out there. I like what we've seen from Will Greer today.
Man, I mean, he stepped in. Don't know if it's, Joe Milton's hand or thumb. There were reports about that, but Will Greer has certainly taken advantage of the opportunities he has been given with the second-team offensive line and the guys surrounded around him.
Jonathan Mingo out wide. Hunter Lipke. Excuse me. That's Phil Maffa back behind. You got a couple tight ends in the formation that we saw, including Tyler Neville, who just put his
got nothing on that
man in the ground. He just took Brennan Jackson on a ride off of the tight end spot.
Absolutely.
How you doing, Roland? Go Cowboys. Always go Cowboys. Catching Dallas Cowboys on YouTube. They uploaded 3 videos, and I'm on the 3rd one right now. And so far, we have not looked good. We have not looked good at all.
But I want to look back at that run from Phil Maffa. Brian Schottenheimer giving him a lot of credit in his growth. His vision has improved. Certainly on that play, it was a little bit of a struggle, a lot of traffic in there. But I do want to give props for Phil Maffa and the way he has kind of somewhat started to improve his vision.
Another jumbo set with a couple more tight ends. Maffa, the big back, gets the carry here. It's all about vision in these scenarios. You're trying to pick up a couple yards and continue on. That's what Phil Maffa is doing. Keeps getting praise from Brian Schottenheimer and the entire offensive staff for that matter. All right, here come the ones again. Or excuse me, Will Greer was just picking up the football. He's making sure the equipment crew had everything taken care of.
He's taking on all hats today. We gotta love it.
Jaden Blue is the tailback. Second string offense, second string defense. There goes Blue again. A lot of ground game work here in this period.
Hey, that's the identity that Brian Schottenheimer wants to make known of this team. I mean, you're seeing a lot of run plays. He made it known. He made it clear. But Jaden Blue told me yesterday that he wants to take somebody's starting job. That's what he told me. You're starting to see him stack some good days. Today's a little bit of a rough day for him, but hope to see a little bit more out of him.
3, 2, 1. All right, now moving into a little 2-minute drill. The scenario is you have to get to the 30, setting up field goal range. That's all you need is a field goal, but you only have 1 minute and 20 seconds to get there. Quickly, they go to Kevontae Turpin on the first play.
Yeah, he's seen a lot more opportunities the last couple of days, or really the last week, honestly. And they made it clear they want him involved in this offense. He's improved as far as his catching ability, gotten a lot of confidence as well. See, there's Jakes Ferguson as well. We like that combination with him and Dak.
Yeah.
It looks like 2 dump-offs, though. I mean, yeah, I guess it's better than nothing, but can we do anything else? Let's see.
Working the flats pretty nicely here. You had the Turpin connection in the flat on that first play. Now it's Ferguson that gets in the action a bit. Haven't even utilized George Pickens and CD Lamb as they get quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Each team has 2 timeouts. Cowboys haven't had to use theirs yet. There's a grab from CD Lamb as he goes over the top.
Very nice there. Very nice there. Yep. Dak put it to where only CD could get it. Great catch.
And reels it in over a Rams defender.
Yeah, Dak Prescott having a lot of time there just because Brock Hoffman, Nate Thomas, who's stepping in for Tyler Guyton, giving him a lot of time there. So Brock Hoffman seeing a lot more opportunities with Tyler Smith off to the side.
You got to love seeing the offensive line back and forth. Tyler Smith has practiced today, as we've seen. Now CD gets open deep downfield, but it's just overthrown. Kobe Durant in coverage. CD had him beat. But we do have a whistle. Looks like it's going against the defense, and we may see some pass interference here.
Hey, the Cowboys had a couple of penalties that got them in the red zone drills earlier. So it's nice to see the Rams finally get some penalties, call for penalties.
Even CD Lamb talking to the official saying, if you didn't like me, then you
Just
could
say
have
that.
told me earlier. 30 seconds left. Remember, they only need to get to the 30-yard line to win the drill. They have not used the timeout. They have 2 remaining, and they're getting really close to that 30. They're at the 37-yard line, and this is 1st down and 10 after the penalty. Prescott, 5-step drop, plenty of time. Tolbert open. They do reach the 30-yard line, and so the Dallas offense wins the drill. We'll see if they continue. They got a little extra time here. Might try and line it up a little more with Brandon Aubrey in 24 seconds with 2 timeouts.
Yeah, and shout out to Jalen Tolbert there. You know, CeeDee Lamb told me that he has gained more confidence when the ball's in the air, making those contested catches. So nice play by JT.
Made a nice little comeback route there. The ones will stay on the field, so they have won the drill, so keep that in mind. But remember, you never want to leave yardage on the field. You got 24 seconds left here.
Use up all the
Already
time,
in field
man.
goal range. They're trying to score here.
Absolutely. Why
Tolbert underneath takes a hit. Remember, it's just a thud is what it's supposed to be, but a little extra there.
Hey, the Rams are bringing that physicality. I mean, it's to be expected. They've been practicing against each other for a couple of weeks too, so they're trying to bring all the energy they need.
That was Cameron Kitchens that made contact with Jalen Tolbert. Cowboys used their first timeout, 19 seconds left. Trying to lead, no doubt. This has been probably the most well-oiled machine we've seen the Dallas offense moving with today.
Absolutely. Connecting with a couple of different guys. You like to see different guys get involved a little bit here. Certainly what we hope to see on Saturday.
Now, how about Lipke outside in the formation? It's Prescott underneath, sets it up in the middle of the field for Tolbert. Now they got to get up and spike it. Plenty of time.
Nice to see some completion. Nice to see that we're actually doing something. Again, I don't know the time schedule of what we already watched compared to this, but all right, good to see that at least we can do some completions. And okay.
I'm here, 12 seconds, 11, 10, and that's what Dak's saying. And once everybody's set, he'll run this clock down, and then it's a Brandon Aubrey field goal that they would expect to win it. He does it with 3 seconds left. Perfectly executed from the Dallas scenario.
Yeah, something that they really struggled with, last year in 2024, moving the ball a little bit in that 2-minute drill, but certainly a lot improved this year.
So the ones get it done. We'll talk about what the twos have in store here.
The ones get it done. That was good.
What was that?
The ones get it done. That was good.
That is good. I can't hear you very much over the crowd and the music. All right, so here we are with the twos. Again, Will Greer running with the twos, whether it's due to injury with Joe Milton or just getting these extra reps prior to Saturday. Greer has seldomly been used. He had plenty of time in this pocket, wants to let it fly, but overshoots his target. He was looking for John Stevens down the right sideline.
Yeah, but he had Jalen Brooks right there waiting for him, just sitting down in that route. But hopefully he makes those reads a little bit better. But, I mean, when you have guys open like that, you can't miss that.
So here's Greer again.
Hey, what's up, 1965? So far, I haven't seen much. We had one touchdown again. They're not overly tackling on all this stuff, so who's to say on even that stuff? I would say it was a legit touchdown run. But, yeah, overall, yeah, we haven't looked too hot. Really haven't.
They put the tight end and Stevens in motion inside, then back outside into the slot. Then a check with me at the line of scrimmage as he resets things with this offense. The energy ramped up on this field. Of course, the defense for the Cowboys working on the opposite field. Here's Greer. Stepping up, throws on the run again, and he just had to let that one fly. Had to throw it away. Trying not to kill time, trying not to waste the timeout, but they're running out of time now with the flag down.
Same thing, Kyle. He had Jalen Brooks wide open on the left side of the field. Got to make your checks down a little bit faster.
1:08 left. They need the 30-yard line to set up a field goal. This has not been as easy for the Cowboys' second team as it was for the first team. Now, you have Mingo, Brooks, and Jalen Cropper out there with Stevens. Those are the setup for pass catchers. Maffa out of the backfield. There goes Greer. Threw it, intercepted. Over the middle. That one picked up.
That's 3 times he went to that side, right? And they told him twice that Brooks was open. It's like maybe he should have looked for Brooks again on the other side. Yeah. Those to the right, those to the right. Boom. They throws to the right and pick. Yeah. Terrible.
Off by A.J. Green, and that one will end it for the Rams defense as the Cowboys offense couldn't get it done on that one. All right, we wrap up a busy day of training camp live. 3 videos. If you haven't already checked out the other 2, go.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And so far, not so good. I just found who am I going to watch him? Let's see. Is this the one I want to watch? No, that is not who I wanted to watch. I clicked on the wrong video. Let me see. I had somebody else I was going to watch real quick. Just to see if they showed anything that I didn't show. Another take real quick. See if I can find it. Just had it. Oh, Devo. The guy's name is Devo. He's got 17 DEVO. He's got a 17-minute video. We'll see if there's anything on there that, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not on here. I'll probably skip around. May mute it. We'll see. Let's go. Yeah, let me rewind. Come on, you ad. All right. See, that's the one they said was a touchdown, and yeah, you seen that. I thought that was an INT. He comes up with the ball. Yeah, they got it there. They're saying Pickens caught that for a touchdown. I mean, I would totally want Pickens to catch it, but I mean, I got to call the INT there. We got to tighten the fuck up. Would have been a sack. By the way, is this the touchdown, the CD? That's sack. Terrible fans. Let's rewind. Hold on, where was it at? Let me rewind a little bit just to show you guys. You see, what's this guy? See the guy on the right side there? Well, it looks like a number 8 or number 9 jersey. He's on the pass rush. He gets there. That would have been a sack. Look, he's already hauling ass. Goes right by that guy. That guy ain't blocking. 71 ain't doing shit right there. Boom, look. See, he'd have been sacked. He would have already been sacked. Yeah. think that was the play that they called offensive pass interference. That guy just smoked us. Devontae smoked us. Smoked again. Yeah, man, Guyton is vital, man. Guyton is vital for our team.
And I missed it.
I guess right there was one of the legit plays that we haven't seen yet. Let me go back.
And I missed it.
Let me see what you're saying there. Good. That's a good question. I don't think so. Well, it's a good time to figure it out, right? It's a good time to figure it out right now. There you go, Turpin. Turpin gonna have a great season. We know that. I guys got some shaky hands out there. The preseason game is going to be very interesting now because looking at this, looking from what I've seen today, the Rams are probably going to walk all over us. But prove me wrong. Yeah, we got wide receivers and running backs. We'll have to see how the line holds up. That was a nice read there because even me watching it from here, I'm like, man, that defender is playing way off. And yeah, Dak went right to that wide receiver. Boom. Easy completion. Shaky, shaky. How much more does this guy got? Do I want to end it here? Do I want to fast forward? Yeah, a lot at the end. If y'all want to see the end, look, different views, different guys out there. This guy totally put the best stuff up front. We'll watch. We'll watch some of this real quick. Didn't go anywhere on that run play. All right. And again, I got this footage from Mr. DEVO. And I got the other footage from Dallas Cowboys, their YouTube. Thank y'all for being here. 11 o'clock. Do I want to go live and play poker on my other channel? We'll see about that. So again, Cowboys, Rams, 7 p.m. Eastern, Saturday night. I normally don't go live for games. We'll see about that. I normally go live after the games. So we'll see about that. Until then, let me put my link in for the other channel. Anybody want to follow me over? If I decide to do that, gotta think about this. Here's the link. So anyway, like, share, subscribe. Thank you all. Go Cowboys. Not too happy at all with what I've just seen. Not too happy. Yeah. Question marks. Well, hey, it's good for this to start early in the week. Hopefully, we can clear up some of the mistakes. And running out of time, Cowboys Nation. We'll see what they do Saturday night. We'll see what they do the rest of this week. All right, guys. Go Cowboys.